Ich setze heute mein Let's Play fort und wir sind in der nächsten Story und auf dem Weg zum Stützpunkt der Goldbrigade, mit der wir uns jetzt zuletzt mehr oder weniger angefreundet haben. Dadurch, dass wir so ein paar Entdeckungen gemacht haben, was deren König Dashred und unseren Gott bzw. Dendro-Archon angeht. Nochmal eben kurz was einstellen. So. Dat. Und los geht's. Heute wieder sehr warm geworden. Meine PlayStation arbeitet, glaube ich, mehr als die Tage zuvor. Ich hoffe, ich hebe hier nicht ab.
Ah, they're here.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious!
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with... Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule.
Mich?
Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Ja.
Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes.
Paimon is still really worried.
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Ich habe mich vorbereitet.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements.
Also gut.
Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud.
Auf dem Blatt Papier stehen einige seltsame Worte. Auch wenn es nicht klar ist, welchen Nutzen das haben wird, wäre
It's
es...
done.
Was für ein sonderbares Erlebnis.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
Mir geht's gut.
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this? don't get it.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool? A machine?
Machine mit Idiot übersetzt, oder? Tauge nichts, Fool.
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Geh zum Karawanen-Ribat und triff dich mit Sino. Das ist ja mal die ganz andere Richtung. Na, komm. Da porten wir uns doch eben hin. Oh, die Luft steht. Das gibt's doch nicht. 2 Fenster offen. Normalerweise zieht das hier, aber im Sommer entscheidet sich die Luft hier nicht durchzukommen.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Alhatham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Wir sprechen jetzt über das, was Alhatham uns auch gerade hat vorbereiten lassen, oder?
Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Alhatham for suggestions. Had I known Alhatham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know. Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait, how can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
Kleinere Gruppen.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove.
Oh, ich mache mir mal eben ein bisschen Luft und euch ein bisschen Licht. Bis gleich.
I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people
besser.
like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
Ich kann helfen. Ich kann mit Maß Gewalt ausüben.
I knew you would say that.
For real?
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
Wir sollten Rahman und die anderen nicht im Stich lassen.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendroarchon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Alles klar. Dann gibt scheinbar ein bisschen auf die Fresse.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain al Akmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible, and treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need personnel.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Sino, bei dienstlichen Angelegenheiten trittst du richtig mächtig auf.
Because this is work.
Uns gegenüber bist du viel freundlicher.
Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General Mahamatra? Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
The caravan rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true.
Unvorhersehbar.
But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic, but can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance?
Sicherlich nicht in jeder Lage.
Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So, in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Huh. Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
Is that so? I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate, and people will not be forever trapped by the past.
Whew. I'm so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
Was heißt will do? Ich bin mir sicher, dass es gelingen wird.
Vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District. My name is Luxembarbo.
Luxembarbo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct next to him is for his work.
Beep! Construct, beep!
What a great honor to meet you.
Wie gut.
Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the Academia?
Sehr freundlich.
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
Eine Wache bringt irgendwie eine Karte auf der Sand
In 2 days,
der Operation.
we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Interesting. Wird das wirklich so
Maybe hanging around
reibungslos
with General
funktioniert?
Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
Ja, das fühlt sich ziemlich gut an.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now get ready.
Sorry.
We will move out in 2 days.
Nervöser Daumen. Muss ich jetzt erst bis übermorgen warten? Warte auf die verabredete Zeit 2 Tage später. Yes. Well, do. Schwein gehabt, ist sogar 0:01 Uhr. Morgen und übermorgen. Wird in diesen Zeitsprüngen eigentlich irgendwas geladen? Eventuell wie zum Beispiel Angelstellen. Da verändern sich ja auf jeden Fall die Fische nach den Uhrzeiten. Will ich jedenfalls so bemerkt haben.
It's time for the operation. Let's go meet Sino in the desert.
King Dashred.
Travelers and visitors, don't miss out.
Come on. It's a rare opportunity. Let's go check it out.
Irgendein Reittier oder Fahrzeug wäre auch interessant, oder? Ich stelle mir gerade auch ein bisschen irgendwas vor wie ja, etwas, was man aus einer anderen Dimension herholt oder so. Oder wie so eine Hoi-Poi-Kapsel aus Dragon Ball. Okay, ne, man kann es wahrscheinlich nicht fangen. Nö. Ups. Ist das die normale normale Brigade? Ist das die normale Brigade? Keine Ahnung. Ich mache euch alle nass.
To ashes!
Da vorne sind sie.
Look! Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you!
You're my assistant, remember?
Alles klar.
Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
Oh.
Schönes Schauspiel.
Nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Scatter!
Next. Ach.
I'll protect us.
It's over.
Ah!
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Aramite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
Ah, you pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Jeshred will curse you, and you will all!
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the Academia as instructed by the General Mahamatra.
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and ask for me.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes, things went perfectly.
That's fantastic! And that punch you gave Ramon there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get everyone into Sumeru City safely.
Danke, Sino.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. I believe Dia should already be waiting for you. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tighnari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tighnari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to work with us?
Das befürchte ich auch.
I have a very close relationship with Tighnari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. He knows I won't make jokes about things like this. If we need help, Tighnari is the best option.
Kido.
Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them waiting.
Wow.
Propagate!
Habe ich hier nicht was blinken sehen? Achso, das ist dort und das... Oh. Ah, da brauche ich ja doch einen Windmenschen. Ja, dann machen wir das so. Dann kommt
Present.
Saccharose.
My experiment.
So.
Animal test 6308.
Wie heißen die eigentlich? Steht hier gar nicht. Oh, vorher noch was liegen lassen. Mensch. In ihrer Stammkneipe.
Dia! We're here!
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
7 Becher Wein. Herzlichen Glückwunsch.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of.
Es tut mir leid, wir hatten es vorher mit einer brenzligen Sache zu tun.
I just like seeing that serious look on your face. All right, I'll stop. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, he really gives Paimon the creeps.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that.
Was sollen wir also tun?
According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis Di and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari still has the Academia's trust. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard.
Wer hätte gedacht, dass Dia einmal zu meiner Leibwächterin werden würde?
You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone you know.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
How much more do you want? Paimon's not sure we can afford it.
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say?
Oh?
I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely when they smile. Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried.
Dia, vielen Dank.
Looking good. I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Pardis Di.
Pardis Dia, es war zuletzt doch schon ein Stückchen entfernt, glaube ich, ja? In die andere Richtung wieder dann. Ja, das lohnt sich doch. Gut, dass er noch hier ist und nicht schon wieder in Gadar war.
Tainari!
Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
Tainari, es gibt eine Sache, zu der wir einige Fragen an dich haben.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right. Then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay. What is this important thing you want to ask me?
Hast du Il Dottore gesehen? Ich will wissen, wo sich aufhält.
The doctor.
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Kann ich mich gerade auch nicht mehr dran erinnern.
Yes, I
Hellblaues
know
Haar?
him. Actually, he left Paradis DI just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the Academia. Okay. I'll answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Oho.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
Was hat vor?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent.
Oh.
So you mean you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Paradis DI. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you've recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the Academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's confident in himself and his abilities to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him.
Hat sich damit zufrieden gegeben?
I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, his reaction really concerned me.
Entweder klaut sie oder hat noch einen Ausweichpatienten. Klauen, entführen, sorry.
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said, you're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
Es fällt mir schwer zu glauben, dass es Sumeru wirklich verlassen will.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
Nicht unter den Umständen. Nicht, wenn nach jemandem, nach etwas gefragt hat, was eigentlich scheinbar benötigt.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Danke, dass du diese Information mit uns geteilt hast, Tighnari.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the Academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and the tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the Academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me, if you can keep yourself safe. Please withdraw immediately at the first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the Academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the Academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. I know. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The academia, yes. But my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried that he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long, but in the end, it's still caught up to him.
I see. So you noticed something was up with the academia from the very beginning.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all of this. In which case, I must keep my promise and help you however I can. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experiences. I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this Harbinger. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardis Di?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
Auf bald.
According to Tighnari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth.
Dann müsste sich auf den Weg zur Grenze machen, wenn zu Fuß ist. Oder zu einem Hafen.
He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went! How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me.
Okay.
That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction.
Warum können wir nicht die
traces are still
gleiche
fresh, but there's no sign of his
haben?
entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought.
Leute, warum kriegen so viele Spiele diesen Verfolgungskram nicht richtig hin? Ich habe nichts davon, dass ich schneller bin als
We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went.
die ja jetzt in diesem Fall.
To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Ein Hafen.
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves.
Bin ich auf dem Weg? Ist hier ein Weg? Ich laufe doch gerade nicht auf einem Weg. Wo ist denn der?
Goba, get them! Oh, hi. Stand clear.
Hier, wird doch eine Straße
If only I
angezeigt.
stumbled
Wieso?
upon lab supplies as often.
Einfach überwachsen, okay. Why not? Oh. Was? Hier kommt man einfach so vorbei? Okay. Why not? Dann öffnen wir den doch jetzt schon mal. Oh, cool. Mhm, mhm. Hol ich doch noch mal eben den Reisenden raus.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Mal sehen, ob das ausreicht. Aber das sind nur 2. Glaube ich gerade irgendwie nicht.
Scatter!
Ach, da vorne. Und da vorne. Ach. Ich habe, glaube ich, jetzt schon einen Fehler gemacht, ja? Mir sind die Markierungen zwar aufgefallen, aber ich habe natürlich trotzdem nicht beachtet, dass sie was bedeuten könnten. Ja, habe ich schon mal besser gemacht, ich weiß.
Propagate! I'll keep this close.
Und der Steine sammeln. Meine Erzaufgabe für heute habe ich, glaube ich, eh noch nicht erledigt. So ist das doch schön. Oh, das sind 600 Meter. Ups. Wrong. Ach, schon die Höchstmenge erreicht. Aber vielleicht gibt es ja noch ein bisschen Loot.
Scatter!
Replace my hammer.
This is the kind of surprise I could sing about.
Ah, da oben.
Another test subject.
Scatter! What?
The wrong test subject. Oh, that was. That was.
Ich weiß ehrlich gesagt gerade gar nicht. Oh. Den Weg. Oh. Da oben ist noch ein Teleporter. Das Sumeru-Holz wird auch bald fällig für die Kanne. Kann ich doch endlich mal was mitnehmen. Oh, die Kiste sieht gar nicht so klein aus. Schaut nach einer besonderen Kiste aus. Also was für die Kanne. Wenn ich schon mal über sie spreche.
Let's dance.
To ashes.
Hole ich mir doch gleich was dafür. Oh. Oh, nochmal, Leute.
Scatter! Spring forth!
Race you! That really hurt!
Now you're testing my patience. We'll meet again.
Mal sehen, was da rausspringt.
Nice. I'm starting to lose count.
Ein Teppich, naja. Okay. Oh, was? Anatomieaufzeichnung. Tote, das Torsoré. Mehrere Traumata, Risswunden. Innere Quetschung, Blutung. Tödliche Wunde am Hals. Mhm. Okay. Krass. Zurückgelassenen Energieblock. Ach, für die komischen Automata, die man irgendwie wiederbeleben kann. Kurze Pinkelpause, ich bin gleich wieder bei euch. Kopfhörer auf die Nase. Yay. Weiter geht's. Das wird mich wahrscheinlich hierher führen, aber... Oh, ich habe nicht mehr so viele. Egal. Setz dich trotzdem mal hin. So, almost. Oh, oh. Immer schön auf die Ausdauer achten. Wait. muss ich zu der Brücke nach oben laufen. Okay. Habe ich nicht mehr dran gedacht. Port Almost, hier bin ich.
Look! Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found the right place.
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Whoa, geht ab.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Geheim ist Paimon.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a
Ich
Snezhnaya
mag diese
Harbinger.
Verfolgungsgeschichten nicht.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving.
Hier ist das Gameplay
I've still
nicht
only
das
seen him once or
Geilste.
twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then,
Was? Wieso sind die denn jetzt verschwunden? Die waren noch...
Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found the right place.
Shh! Don't the port is crawling.
Let's keep going and see what...
So viel zu, ja, das Gameplay ist
now
nicht das
this
Geilste, was
is a proper farewell
Verfolgungskram angeht.
ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
Komm. Jetzt bin ich zu weit weg, weil die Wände... Ach, Mann.
Look! Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills...
Shh! Don't drop. The port is crawling.
Let's keep going and see what...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
Super. Da bin ich quasi gerade eben hingelaufen.
We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
Ich glaub's nicht, ne? Il Dottore scheint tatsächlich Sumeru verlassen zu wollen, aber steckt wirklich nicht mehr dahinter? Ist das vielleicht ein abgekartetes Spiel?
Uh-oh.
What? Was denn?
He saw us.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
You mean there's nobody with him?
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port just now?
They were all here just a few minutes ago, but now they vanished.
So this was a trap.
Nein, um uns herum ist niemand.
Wait, don't tell me that.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no.
Oh nein.
They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh?
Und
What
da
do you mean?
mit sich selbst weggelockt. Hypatia hat ihr Bewusstsein einst mit dem von Scaramouche verbunden. Stimmt, davon hat sie ja berichtet.
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away. And if I
Oh, es
couldn't...
gibt eine weibliche Form von Fatui. Wusste ich gar nicht.
Oh no! Are you saying they're going to kill her?
Let's go!
Haben Sie gerade das erste Mal das K-Wort benutzt? Ja.
Pardis DI is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Pardis DI for research purposes.
Heilmittel?
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to only come here today.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself.
What the heck? Was haben die Fatui denn für eine Macht?
I've done my
Dass
duty
sie
to
sowieso
inform
sich
you.
überall einfach
Don't make things
aufhalten können.
difficult for yourself.
Scheiße bauen können, wie sie möchten.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Pardis DI now, I'm pretty sure you're not just looking for herbs.
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing about keeping a low profile. I may be staying at Pardis DI as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
Gibt's Tanari jetzt nochmal zum
No
Testen?
one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
Tanari! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
Let the show begin.
Ah, come on.
Eyes on me!
Propagate!
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Yeah, Tainari, beat him up!
Na. Jetzt habe ich kein Eis dabei.
Let's dance.
Ah, come on, blöde Lampe. Warum laufe ich auch dagegen? No. Oh, yes.
Nice and spicy.
Junge, bleib hier.
Propagate! The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah?
Oh,
You've
ey.
been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now!
Man.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't try to sneak around and attack from behind.
Got it! Hypatia's still here. Doesn't look like anyone's broken in.
Es ist gut, dass hier niemand eingedrungen ist, doch warum bewegt sich Hypatia nicht? Puh, alles in Ordnung. Sie schläft nur.
How is she?
Alles in Ordnung, sie ist fest am
Oh,
Schlafen.
that's good.
Kommt da wer? Habe ich nicht eben Schritte gehört?
So, you think this is over?
What? Diese Stimme. Scaramouche.
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
Du wirst doch immer gruseliger.
But, where is he?
Man kann ihn nicht sehen. Diese Gestalt. Ein Geist? Ein Phantom? Nein. Könnte es damit zu tun haben, dass ich gerade Hypatia berührt habe? Existiert Scaramouche in ihrem Bewusstsein?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Party's DI and made contact with Hypatia.
Was hast du mit Hypatia angestellt?
I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
Who are you talking to? It can't be the Balladeer, right? That's impossible.
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch.
Warum?
I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler! What are you doing?
Paimon, sei still.
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me?
Schön hat die Akademie schneller gehandelt, als wir vermutet haben.
Scholars consider the God of Wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they construct it. But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy and exaltation. It's truly laughable.
Da du hören kannst, was ich denke, will ich dir eine Frage stellen.
Yes. What is it?
Deine Stimmung ist besser als all die Male zuvor, oder kommt mir das nur so vor?
Yeah, I'm in a good mood. Which is why I'm talking to you like this.
Aber hegst du dann keine Befürchtungen?
What do you mean?
Genau, Dude, was meinst du? Die Akademie plant, die Wissenskonserve der Gottheit in dein Bewusstsein einzuspeisen. Das birgt ein extremes Risiko in sich. Selbst wenn die Einschätzung der Akademie richtig ist und du als Folge davon die Weisheit der Götter erhalten wirst, wirst du sehr wahrscheinlich nicht mehr länger du selbst sein, sondern wie die Hoffnung der Akademie zu einer neuen höheren Herren Rukadevata werden. Willst du wirklich zu einem Gott werden, auch wenn das bedeutet, deine Persönlichkeit zu verlieren?
Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares. But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction?
Das kannst du nicht verstehen.
I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking and sense the depth of your determination. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex.
Komisch, dass an der
You know
Spiegelung zu
nothing
sehen
about
war.
the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance.
Wenn du so denkst, warum hältst du dann die Verbindung zu Hypatias Bewusstsein weiterhin aufrecht? Mit deiner derzeitigen Macht solltest du die Verbindung doch durchtrennen können.
Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory.
Ist das wirklich so?
You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging.
Wenn du diese Anhängerin wirklich wertschätzt, dann solltest du sie beschützen und nicht zulassen, dass ihr jemand ein Leid zutut.
Who wants to hurt my devout follower?
Il Dottore scheint nicht zu beabsichtigen, sie für ihre Behandlung in Sumeru bleiben zu lassen. Hältst du das etwa für sinnvoll?
The doctor wants to hurt my first follower?
Macht dich das nicht wütend?
How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift, just like my expression of affection towards Hypatia. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded.
Dein Gesichtsausdruck. Was hast du vor?
Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Ah! Paimon hears thunder!
Donner? Könnte das etwas Scaramouches Werk sein?
That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while.
Er ist viel ruhiger und gleichzeitig noch wahnsinniger geworden.
Where is the storm headed?
Hat Scaramouche das göttliche Herz verwendet, um das Wetter zu ändern?
That means anyone outside is in danger! Let's go! Tighnari and Dia still must be fighting! Oh! Have the Fatui retreated?
Tighnari und Dia sind dort drüben.
Hey! What happened to you?
He's hurt.
I'm fine. Ow!
don't move. I've seen eremites get struck by lightning before. You need to rest.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone, almost as if it were alive. Luckily, there were only 2 of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds by the bolts of lightning.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat.
Es tut mir sehr leid.
Why are you sorry?
Es könnte sein, dass ich für die Blitzschläge verantwortlich bin.
It's all right. I'm sure you also never expected this to happen. Don't blame yourself. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant. Is Hypatia all right?
Für den Moment ist sie sicher, doch es gibt da einige Dinge, die ihr wissen müsst.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case, let's go to Hypatia's place and talk about things there.
Auf jeden Fall bei einem Gewitter nicht draußen stehen. Das ist definitiv cool.
Thank goodness, she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself first?
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. Sorry, traveler. Now you may start.
Informationen über die Abreise von Il Dottore, die Verbindung mit dem Bewusstsein von Scaramouche und die
So that's what you were talking to the balladeer about?
Wisst ihr Bescheid?
Oh, Paimon can't believe what he's thinking.
The Academia's God creation plan. How ridiculous.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, this is all way beyond me. As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I'll only work when I have to. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party's DI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to, and left Sumeru in a hurry.
Nun, ich habe einen Verdacht. Scaramouche ist der Grund, warum Hypatia zur Zielscheibe wurde. Durch ihre Bewusstseinsverbindung sah sie, was mit Scaramouche geschah.
Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the balladeer. Is that why they tried to seize Hypatia?
You said the balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past. So, what could be there?
Es ist noch nicht ganz klar.
Have you noticed? The balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the balladeer zap him with lightning?
Maybe.
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us. In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan. The doctor is out of the picture now.
Yay! That's a big accomplishment!
I'm also happy for you.
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Bitte erhole dich gut.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, it's about time we rendezvous with the others at the Grand Bazaar. Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're ready.
19 bis 21 Uhr. Nilo befindet sich gerade in der Handlung des Auftrags. Ei weh. Da habe ich mir gerade wieder einen kleinen Strich durch die Rechnung gemacht. Dann muss ich gerade mal eben sehen. Wo ist Nilo? Quelle der Verunreinigung. Ne, lebendige und gemütliche Rhythmus der Straßen. Dann mache ich mich mal an den Legendenauftrag. Sorry für die Unterbrechung, aber ja, um weiterzukommen in der Story, muss ich erstmal wieder Nilo freigeben und das heißt einmal den Legendenauftrag durchspielen. Ja. Und ab dafür. Führt uns trotz allem zum großen Bazar. Ist das der Eingang? Nee, das ist die Akademie. Mensch. Gibt's einen Eingang von der Akademie aus zum... Hä?
What should I do now? If only Sino was still around.
Excuse us. Has something happened?
Oh, I appreciate the concern, but who are you?
Wir kennen den Sino, von dem du gesprochen hast.
Ah, friends of Sino. Well, I suppose it's not a secret or anything. Since you two are interested, I'll just lay it out for you. My name is Nabil. I'm a Matra in the Academia. A case involving the smuggling of canned knowledge has come to our attention recently, but unfortunately, we don't have the people to handle it at the moment.
Oh. Ich hätte jetzt gedacht, dass die Matra eher alle so gekleidet sind wie Sino selbst.
Huh? You mean the Academia is short on Matra right now?
Well, not exactly. I suppose the main problem is that the case suddenly came up after General Mahamatra Sino left to go somewhere. It would be a real headache for us to tackle the case ourselves. Given the large scope of the issue, we talked things over internally and decided that we should find further assistance from outside the Matra. If you two have some time, would you lend us your strength?
Alright, since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Gibt es denn irgendwelche Informationen?
Yes. Large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. We suspect there's a secret route being used to move the capsules. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And, unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that. Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for urgent action. According to our current leads, it's highly likely that there are dealers selling canned knowledge outside the city, even as we speak. If you two could, please help us investigate the area.
You can count on us! Let's go!
Habe ich die Mission eben nicht angewählt? Doch, lebendige Rhythmus der Straßen. Muss ich die andere... Nee. Das ist gerade echt alles ein bisschen verwirrend. Was ist denn hier kaputt? Hm? Wo war denn der Eingang zum großen Bazar? Ich bin gerade verwirrt. Merkt ihr vielleicht? Ah.
Nilu! It's nice to see you again!
Oh, hey there, Traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for some shopping too?
That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus Festival turned out to be a grand success. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time.
Feier?
It's something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important performance, we'll get together and unwind. Rehearsals are exhausting. If you keep your nose to the grindstone, you're going to wipe yourself out sooner or later. Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review. But no one remembers that once the celebration starts. It's not like he can't also have some fun himself.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures. Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks?
Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard to show our appreciation for everyone.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present.
Du willst dich doch nicht kostenlos durchfüttern.
No way! Treat
futtern.
others how you want to be treated, right? Paimon already has a great gift in mind.
Oh.
But maybe you could lend Paimon some more first?
It's fine. No need to stress, Paimon. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining. You two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time to introduce you to the rest of the theater.
Apropos, nach diesem Traum sind noch so viele Sachen passiert.
Is something up?
Wenn Dunjazar doch nur kommen könnte.
Yeah, but for now, it's more important for her to rest and recover. I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. The people there wouldn't listen to a single word I said. All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her spirits up. She'll be better soon. And then we can celebrate together at the theater.
It's all thanks to you and Nilu that we managed to save Dunyarzad.
Ich hoffe nur, dass sie nichts verpasst.
You're way too modest. Just now, I actually felt really self-conscious when Paimon talked about us in the same breath. Compared to you, I really didn't do much at all. Anyway, all that aside, are you thinking about coming to our event?
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time! What do you think, Traveler?
Gut, es wird bestimmt lustig.
Alright, then let's head to the theater. Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff!
Whoa! Did you buy all of this, Nilu?
Just one box. The rest were given to me. I really don't know how it came to this much.
That's way too many freebies! Many vendors give out samples for free, but Paimon's never seen this much.
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold everything anymore. This seems to happen every time. I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back before continuing on with my shopping.
So will ich auch mal shoppen
But
gehen.
I don't think I'll have the time.
So this isn't even all of it?
Ich werde dir helfen.
Are you sure?
Of course. Carrying stuff is a piece of cake for him, right, Traveler?
Ja, ich habe bis zu wie viel? 2000 Slots. Also los.
I'm so sorry to trouble you like this. I meant to invite you to our celebration, but now you're helping me instead. Well, let's hurry up and grab the last few things, so we can get back to the theater.
Bringe die gekauften Sachen mit Nilo zurück. Ja, ich denke mal. Ja.
Oh! Well, if it isn't Nilu!
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do! I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I've reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Eher 3.
Please allow me to
Paimon
introduce
braucht ein
them.
bisschen mehr.
This is the Traveler, a very experienced adventurer. And this is Paimon, his super reliable guide and helper.
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right.
Ja.
Look, Traveler, she introduced Paimon correctly!
Du brauchst ja nicht gleich auszuflippen.
Don't underestimate Nilu. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds completely trivial. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such good care of me. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you didn't reserve enough food?
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all, orders get changed all the time. Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious tachin?
Was ist das?
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Mr. Jute, did you bake a batch recently? Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special spices into his. Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place, you know he's baking up a storm.
But is it really just for the kids? Don't you often follow them in too?
I just can't help myself.
We're 2 peas in a pod. Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
Sehr eigentümlich.
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the theater.
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear my inventory.
Lass mich dir wenigstens Mora geben.
Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
Ist ein offizieller Laden?
I don't understand how you got
Scheinbar nicht,
so
ja.
many things.
Schade. Weiter geht's.
Yeah. Everyone has their own way with words, and it's really hard to say no.
Nilu, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the Sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Jude said that some Sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilu, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Trying to pull anything out of a Sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat anything, huh?
Sie arbeiten wenigstens am Fressen.
What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, Sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing on things. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a Sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for a full day.
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well, that one time was an accident. I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True. It does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, Traveler?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her. Look, you've already sucked her in.
Tactic? So you mean everything he just said to Paimon was a lie?
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you don't actually need. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Das ist aber auch nicht richtig.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the Sumpter beasts. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started with such a boom. Our Nilu here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back then, she believed anything I said. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to business than just selling goods.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now. Nilu, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of materials, right?
Yeah.
Wow, even we get a share of this?
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
There's still one more store.
Oh.
Are you all right holding on to that much stuff?
Das sind sogar Sachen, die ich
Paimon,
wirklich brauche.
Why
Geil.
don't you lend a hand? He must be tired.
If Paimon were to refuse, would you then think less of Paimon than even a sumpter beast?
Oh, die ist niedlich.
About time, Nilu. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before. Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, and they're coming to
798 Mal.
today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Wow, it's beautiful. Did you make it?
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why
Nice
can't
artifact.
I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on that.
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. All right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
Tsching.
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating guest.
Fascinating? Huh. That sounds kind of weird, but Paimon will let it slide.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
That'd be great! Please and thank you.
Kriegst du nichts?
But we have a pro now.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what's in the new show. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilu saw right through you.
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad side either. Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip. Even my strength has its limits.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear super strong at first glance, I actually do a lot of strength training on the regular. Strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things.
Sehr gut.
The Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload.
Sie lernt.
Paimon
Aber sie
can't
soll nicht
fly
sterben.
anymore.
Was ist los mit
Are
dir,
you
Paimon?
okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say there's no such thing.
Oh, that sure was a lot
Sie
of
ist so
stuff.
eine Nase, ey.
Oh, looking forward to the event later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumpter Man.
Gute Arbeit, Paimon.
Paimon's definitely going to eat it all back later.
All right.
Das musst du doch schon alles vorgemampft haben.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer.
Hier herrscht eine tolle Atmosphäre.
Of course. Because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first, like I always owed someone something. I was always thinking of ways to repay others. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. By taking the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away. That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore. So really, don't worry about it. Alright, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater.
Brauchst du keine Hilfe?
Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything. You two are our guests, so please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice.
Ja, dann nutzen wir die Zeit auf jeden Fall noch.
Ourselves in this warmth.
Rekka, Requisitentechnikerin.
Hey there, I saw you two helping Nilu move some stuff. Are you two also here for the celebration event?
You got it!
My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out with some other tasks like housekeeping. The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Soreen and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you. They always get really excited every time we hold a celebration event.
Sie sind sehr aufgeregt.
Yes, they are. Everyone here takes great care of them. There's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilu and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids. I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
Paimon.
It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both adventurers, but he passed away from an accident. Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was talking about.
Wen haben wir da? Kasani.
Hey there!
Ah, a newcomer. Doesn't look too bright.
Whoa.
Hey! Talk about judging a book by its cover!
You, on the other hand, you're a special one. How would you describe the concept of art?
Wieso fragst du das plötzlich?
Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not.
Finde ich beides gut. Und es kommt vielleicht darauf an, was ich kreiere. Oder mit welcher Intention. Und ob es vielleicht einfach nur aus einem Gefühl herauskommt und die Intention einfach nur da ist, etwas zu kreieren. Oder eben über etwas nachgedacht habe vielleicht und es dann ist die etwa der Ausdruck der schönen Gefühle des Herzens?
So that's what you think,
Meistens habe ich ein gutes Gefühl, wenn ich irgendwas zeichne oder selbst wenn ich nur ein Thumbnail oder ein Werbeplakat mache.
Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional. Is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing resource? I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon doesn't follow.
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I'd assist them in penning lines of dialogue, but most of my time I just stand back and watch. I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience. The existence of the theater, of Nilou, and of humanity itself, all of these can be considered as forms of art. It is not some intangible construct beyond the horizon.
How does that have anything to do with us?
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art?
Deine Fragen zu beantworten. What? Keine Ahnung.
I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you. To chance upon a spark of inspiration. I have been closely observing you, the players on the stage, and those watching in the audience. Art is already all around us.
Inaya.
Hello.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please.
Wir sind zusammen mit Nilou gekommen.
Ah, I see. Sorry for my overreaction. I'm just, making a prop. No time for chit-chat.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes, but not really. It's a prop. It's just, some fabric. An ordinary piece of fabric that we use in a show. Sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
Mhm. Dann werden wir dich nicht stören.
What an oddball. Is prop making something to be that jumpy about? Oh well, it's none of our business. Look! Nilou's back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start.
Okay, hier wurde scheinbar jetzt auch gerade ein kleiner Break gemacht. Bevor ich hier weitermachen kann, darf ich dann als nächstes wohl, hoffe ich. Ups, falscher Button, sorry. An der Schwelle der Gottesankunft. Ja, sehr schön. Darauf komme ich dann zurück. Und zwar nächste Woche Dienstag, wenn ich wieder in den Stream gehe. Ich hoffe, ihr seid dann dabei. Und schaut euch sonst aber auch gerne, sobald es draußen ist, das VOD auf meinem YouTube-Channel an. Folgt mir auch gerne bei Instagram. Guckt mir gerne bei Twitch zu. Morgen bin ich mit The Witcher online. Freitag ist dann eine kleine Pause. Und Samstag geht es mit Destiny 2 weiter. Schaut also gerne rein. Würde mich definitiv freuen, wenn ihr dabei sein würdet. Die Links dazu findet ihr definitiv auf meiner Kanal-Info-Seite. Und bis dahin, liked wie ich zocke, abonniert meinen Kanal, aktiviert die Glocke. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao!